Fort San Pedro was built in 1565 by the order of Miguel Lopez de Legazpi. When Miguel Lopez de Legazpi ordered to build a Fort San Pedro, it stands to protect all the native against the Moro raiders, and since then, it has become the military strategic point of the Spaniards during the time. This is everything where it all began. It stands at the strategic point where facing the Mactan Island. Fort San Pedro stands at the heart center of the Cebu City to the mainland. And Fort San Pedro stands for so many years after the Spaniards left in 1998. And then the Americans came in 1890 until the Japanese forces came in. In the Second World War in 1942, after the war, the Fort San Pedro was torn into a different LGUs or local government unit offices, and it became a garden club, a zoo. After the Cebu Zoo Authority left in 1973, Fort San Pedro was empty. It became a national museum in 1980s until 1998.
It should have begun once upon a day at Fort San Pedro high beside the sea.
Fort San Pedro itself is a treasure of way back then. It stands for protection, for unity, for forces, for the oneness of the Filipino people. Where this has been become the signifying spot where the people had started since then until today. The most symbolic thing, the name itself is Fort San Pedro. The huge stone mortars where it stands as protection. The fortress itself is the most signifying thing as you go up there. You can see some cannons where it used during the war. When the Philippine Tourism Authority took over the used Fortune Federation Museum, they take care the cleanliness, the protection of the stone for not touching them, remain standing for what it is since then. Until in 1998, the Philippine Tuition Authority turned Fort San Pedro to Cebu City government. And since then until today, the Cebu City government is the one taking care of Fort San Pedro, under the protection of the National Historical Commission of the Philippines.
Fort San Pedro was built in 1565. Some big stones or coral stones and mortars piled up together and make it stronger. Some huge woods and logs, as you can see there. The Cuerpo de Guardia stands for Fort San Pedro. The name itself has become a symbol of freedom to us. The Filipinos fought for freedoms, they fought for their own will until the Americans came in. The Japanese came in. Philippines stands as strong as ever until today, and Fort San Pedro being its protection, one of its home of bravery, and it stands until today. After the war, there were peace and the trade, the commerce, this industry growing up, although it faced a lot of trials during the time, and today Filipino people are enjoying the serenity, the peace we are all enjoying, and we have Fort San Pedro as the history of yesterday.
This is where it all began. The Spanish colonization of Cebu is the standing point of everything, and today we enjoyed it from them. We learned a lot, not only from the Spaniards but the Americans and the war itself. In Second World War II, we learned a lot, and we stand as strong as Filipino as we are. And we enjoyed everything. Though there was pain, there was battle, there was struggle in our hearts, this stands for us who we are, and this is the beginning of another piece of our lives. So we have to enjoy, we have to embrace everything, and Fort San Pedro is the backbone of everything. On behalf of Cebu City Government, we would like to say thank you. And we would like to invite all of you to come over to Fort San Pedro, Cebu, and visit Fort San Pedro and see how beautiful Cebu. And Fort San Pedro, Balik Cebu support San Pedro, where history comes to life.
It should have begun once upon a day at Fort San Pedro, high beside the sea, where words have been said to steer our mission, courage and strong faith to seek our fortune. It should have begun once upon a day at Fort San Pedro, high beside the sea, where life had been lead that made guide us through the path to glory makes our dreams come true. Fort San Pedro high, haven by the sea, gleaming rainbow bridge to our destiny. From here we can share a golden future, our rose even shining glorious.
We are the Group 5, Laban, Dasig, Palayo.
The day at Fort San Pedro, high